What is up, guys? dgwhip here, back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about a very common question and subject, and that is, should I get a G35 or a Nissan 350Z? Now, they basically share the same platform. They're both made by Nissan, but there is some subtle differences, and it really just depends on what you're looking for. So if you want the better daily car, I would actually recommend getting the G35. Now, the reason why I recommend the G35 is because for dailying, it's a little more practical. There's more space in the back. You have back seats. It's more comfortable inside. By the way, pardon me, the car's dirty. It did just rain like not too long ago, and then now it's sunny again. It's kind of weird. This is a little better daily. It's a little heavier, and I believe this is actually a lot safer. And I think the insurance is also cheaper because Nissan 350Zs have some of the highest insurance rates in the country, because a lot of like 20-year-old adult males were dying in the 350s because they just be doing really stupid shit in them. I think it's up there with Mustangs on really bad insurance, but I think on this car it's actually not too bad. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think the G35 has a 5-star safety rating, so it's a little bit better for safety. They share the same platform, so you're getting the same power. However, the 350Z will beat this in a straight line, and that is because it's lighter and it also has a carbon fiber drive shaft. The carbon fiber drive shaft is shorter, it's lighter, so that is less rotational mass, and you're going to be able to put power to the wheels quicker, and you're going to have more torque. This has a steel drive shaft, and it has a joint, so there's 2 parts to it, so it's a lot less efficient, it's a lot more heavy, it's probably a little more reliable, but it's also longer. So I think that drive shaft weighs like almost 30 pounds, and the carbon fiber weighs like half that. And remember, rotational mass is a big key factor with torque and everything. So if you want a track car, I would actually recommend getting the Nissan 350Z. And that is because, well, the aftermarket support is pretty equal on both of these. A lot of the parts are interchangeable. You can use the same coilovers and everything. But I would say you have a better platform for a track car. A lot of people decide to go with the 350s for drifting and tracking and everything. They're a little lighter, obviously, and you have like the more gauges on the interior, so you can see your oil temperature and all that important stuff. They're a little more oriented for the track, just from how they are designed by nature. If you're looking to buy either one of these, I definitely recommend getting the later model ones, and this is pretty much the same with any model of cars, because the later ones always revise problems that happen with the earlier models, and it's usually just the best in general. The later G35s have the rev up motor, and the rev up motor has, I think, like 12 more horsepower. I think it does 298 horsepower and a little more torque. Has an extra exhaust cam gear or something like that. I'm not too sure on the technicalities, but it is faster. And the way you're able to tell if you have a rev up motor, you see how there's only one of these right here? There'll be 2, and it'll be like right here on both sides. That's how you know you have a rev up motor. That sounds like a really bad Honda. The interior is a lot nicer on the later G35s. They redesigned it and it looks a little more modern, at least by today's standards. It's not no S-Class or no 7 Series BMW, but it's definitely comfortable enough for a good daily driver. With the 350Zs, you can actually get a 2008 one and get the BQ35 HR motor, which I believe has a dual throttle bodies, and this can do, I'll put the numbers up right here, but it's like 300 something horsepower. So that's the most powerful BQ35 engine you can get, is in the later 350Zs. Or if you get I believe the 2008 G35 sedans, they have the HR motor, and they're way more updated on the interior. It looks way more modern. However, they do not come in the coupe if you decide to go with that motor, so you will have to sacrifice that. And I personally prefer the look of the coupe. The coupe is really iconic, and that's why I like this car. The 03 and 04 ones had bad synchros, or the synchros were weak and they would go bad, and then you'd have the 3rd and 4th gear grind, and then you would need a whole new transmission in order to fix that. And that's actually the problem I have with the red one. The red one's like way over there because I didn't have space in front of my house to put it. But they have the CD09 in the later models. So if you decide to go 6-speed, do not get the 03 and 04 unless you feel like swapping the transmission like I'm going to. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with that problem eventually because they will go bad, I promise you. And honestly, to summarize the question, it's really up to you with looks, and if you want maybe a little bit more of an advantage weight-wise and performance-wise, I'd say go with the 350. I think the G35 looks better and is more practical if you're gonna be driving it around every day. And I think it looks a little more classy. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, I just think the rear of this looks way better. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's pretty much the pros and cons of each car. There really isn't too big of a difference. They share the same motors, parts, chassis. It's just the exterior and interior is a really big difference, with the exception of the drive shaft and all that. Also, 350Zs come with the built-in strut bar that actually stiffens the chassis a little bit. I forgot to mention that. Other than that, they're around the same price range, pretty much. I actually feel like the 350s in good shape go for a little more than good shape G35s, at least in Vegas. That's what I've been seeing. I see really good ones that go for like 8K, and I see like good Gs go for like 6 or 7. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. It really supports the channel. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. I really think we can do it by the end of this year. I really want to get started on the SEMA build. I'm just waiting on a few things. I know you guys are probably psyched for that. I'm psyched for that. I want to get started like right now. I can get a motor for like $2,000 right now. I'm not the only one that lives here, and I need the space right here. We ordered shelves. We're gonna clean all this up. That way, when I am swapping this, I'm gonna have tons of working room. This is like a mess right now. I'm sorry. This looks really bad. This is not all my stuff, with the exception of like a few car parts. But we will be getting going on that, and I will be swapping the other G's transmission out and upgrading that to CDO99. That's gonna be super fun. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.